'Cause the hardest part of this is leaving you. Hey everyone, John from ARTV. This is where you'll find album reviews, top 10 countdowns like we're seeing here today, obviously, and music discussion. Thanks for being here. Today we're going to be counting down the top 10 My Chemical Romance songs. Emo gods, rock stars, whatever you want to call them, My Chemical Romance impacted not only myself, but millions of other people with their music. Before we get into the top 10 of MCR, I wanted to briefly plug the last review that I did that not a lot of you guys saw. It's a really cool band that I'm into. Hopefully some of you guys will be into if you like more alternative and electronic music. So you can click right here, you can click the little card if you're on mobile, or you can click the annotation if you're watching on a desktop. Anyways, I hope you enjoy my list. Let's kick things off with number 10. This is a B-side that's as good as any A-side that I've ever heard, but I understand why it was left off of the Black Parade. It wasn't a perfect fit for the storyline that they had going here. It's just such a cynical and bitter and biting tune, but so fantastic at the same time. It tricks you with its chorus that sounds like it should have been sung by the Joker or something like that. Just happy and perky, but at the same time conniving and deadly. Damn, My Chem, did you really have to make me cry? The rockers got in touch with their emotions big time on this cut from the compilation album Conventional Weapons, taking cues from their earlier works like The Ghost of You, except with maybe even more emotion this time. The guitars wail and so does Gerard, but without sounding like whining nonsense. Instead, it's an ode to someone that's very clearly special to him. He's trying to lift them up, trying to show them how wonderful they really are to him. If you thought that last song sounded great and you never checked out any of MCR's stuff after the Black Parade, you definitely shouldn't skip out on number 8, Bulletproof Heart. The song became an instant favorite for me as soon as I heard it back in 2010 whenever I was listening through Danger Days for the first couple of times. It was just a really cool thing to see it go all the way from this hazy intro to these thundering guitars to just the fun that's found in its storyline. It's an extremely well executed song. There aren't a ton of bands out there that could easily and seamlessly pull off the transition from being emo overlords to glam rock gods, but Bulletproof Heart and much of Danger Days proves that there is life after death. Can we all just take a moment to appreciate the little voice fluctuation that Gerard Way does on the word "it" there? It's just, it's almost too damn good. I see no flaws in this record from start to finish, and Sleep sells itself as one of the most terrifying yet marvelous creations to come from it. Grandiose vocals and lush instrumentation filling this spark plug of a tune, exploding in its final act before finally just giving way to this light strummed electric guitar. I owe a lot to this song for making me check out a lot more of the early work of My Chemical Romance. The first time I ever heard it, I was watching the programming block on Fuse called Loaded, where they play like 5 or 6 different music videos in a row from one particular artist, and I heard the song and I just really caught on with those fast-paced riffs, the punk-style drumming. That was definitely showcasing why, early on at least, that this band was going to blow up and be as big as they were. It's a well-written tune, it's a well-played song, and it makes sense to me that this was kind of a good launching point for this band's career. If you've neglected their days as emo rookies, then this is a great place to dig in. There's a lot of theatrical value to number 5. Not only that, but there's a great sense of imagery used by the band. I feel like Gerard Way and even the rest of the guys always had that envisioned in the back of their mind, like using their mind's eye, and I love it whenever a song makes you think a little bit deeper than surface level, make you think about some of the lines that are being sung here. Now, one of the ones that was a prime example as to why I think the song needs to be cross-examined was one that I quote quite often. "They're never gonna get me, like a bullet through a flock of doves." I don't know why, but that line just always made me think, and I absolutely love this song from start to finish, and especially the lyrics are something that helped draw me in for repeated listens.
Know that I will never marry. Baby, I'm just soggy from the chemo, but counting down the days to go.
The patient is the main protagonist of the Black Parade, the album, and the one that we see slowly decaying in this truly emotional and vulnerable moment. Cancer was nearly pretty much impossible for me to listen to a couple of years back. My mom was going through her own battle with breast cancer. Fortunately, she's in the clear now. It doesn't take away from this song's potency, but there's just so much here. It's not like you have to know someone that has cancer to feel and to empathize with the person in this story, but it's like whenever you get attached to someone in a TV show or even a movie character. And it's harder, I feel like, for a song to bring that across, but whenever you can make a character and a scenario so powerful to draw the listener in and feel connected, that's when you know that you've made something timeless. Leveling with you here, this is the song that started it all. The love. It spread. I found more bands because of this song. More bands, new friends, new experiences, and I'm eternally grateful. I will always love I'm Not Okay. I promise. If you don't have at least one friend that will shout the lyrics along with you at the top of your lungs whenever you're listening to this song in the car, well, one, maybe you need to educate them, or else two, maybe you should take the advice of song number 10 on my list. Calm down. I'm kidding. There's never been another song that made me want to play the electric guitar more than Dead did. It's the first full-length track on the Black Parade, and holy shit, does every single member of this band just knock it out of the damn park. The guitar solo here, absolutely bonkers. Way's persona just bleeds into this track all over the place. It's truly a sight to be seen. Eternally happy that I got to see this performed live before they broke up. And this, along with my number 1 pick on the list. Now, I'm sure some of the cheaters in the room skipped ahead just to see what my number 1 was, but to everyone who didn't and who had fun listening along, getting to this number 1 point, thank you. That's the way it's meant to be enjoyed. There's a lot of anthems out there cluttering the airwaves today, but I remember a time not even 10 years ago whenever a song like this could rule without even trying. There's no cheap antics here. It's just straight from the heart, and it's a song that affected and changed so many people over the years. I heard it on the radio the first time as a 14-year-old, and I remember being blown away by it. I started recording it to a cassette tape almost instantly after hearing those first few notes, and I was just like, this is something that I really need to have. The backing vocals here are absolutely incredible. I feel like that's not something that gets enough credit, but also Way doesn't shy away from being the center of attention for much of this song. Say what you will about the band, but this is a very special song from what, in my eyes, is a flawless album. There you have it at number 1. famous last words. I hope you guys enjoyed going through my top 10 My Chemical Romance songs. You guys really were asking for this one in the comments section, and right off the bat, I wanted to give you guys this one because I know so many of you care about this band and would be interested to see what I had to say. So I hope you enjoyed seeing the list, getting my top 10 out there. The next one is more than likely going to be for Coldplay. Leave suggestions for other bands that you would like to see me do top 10s on. If you missed the last one, you can click right over here. See the top 10 Panic at the Disco tracks along with the last review that I did. Those are both packed right over there, and all of my social media links are in the description down below. Thanks for watching, hitting the like button, subscribing to the channel because friends don't let friends go unsubscribed, and I will see you guys very soon right here on ARTV.